Hey Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of December. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and future and see if there's anything that we want to change. So we are the writers of our own destiny. So if we're not aligned with what we want for our future, then maybe this is the time to kind of focus on changing that because we can't. There is a video that I have up about manifesting and it'll kind of teach you how to go about doing that. So I recommend taking a look at that. Just remember, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those I need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. You just might not be aligned with everyone else, all the Scorpios right now, and that's okay. You're just on a different journey, and that's totally fine. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get a vibe of the month for December, where you're at emotionally, what's going on. It'll give us like a energy reading, give us a good idea of what's going on. So this popped out. We're going to leave that. So we have the catalyst, radical changes, taking control. Yes. So this is a very, very positive, very strong energy for December. There's been a lot of hardships kind of like getting thrown your way, and you're kind of making the right decisions for yourself right now. And a lot of changes happening. So whether it's in your control, out of your control, whatever is happening energetically right now, you're taking control of it. Like this is like yours. You're just like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to own it. That's what it feels like. And there's excitement around that. So I think that's kind of beautiful. Let's go ahead, pull some cards here for past, present, future. We'll get an idea of what that actually means for you guys. So we're going to do the past, present, future. So we have in the past here, we have the moon, the 6 of cups, and 6 of pentacles. I think this is interesting. So the past is like you've been doing a lot for everyone else except for yourself. I feel like you were making everyone else happy and really not doing things for you. And I feel like there's some changes within. I don't know if you decided to finally get a different job. Maybe you decided to finally move. I think like you were sticking around to kind of be happy for everyone else. And like you put on this face, this brave face that like everything's okay, but really inside you're not. And I think there's like almost, it feels like very family oriented, maybe. Maybe you and your partner is like you guys are married or whatever, or are dating and or creating a family or whatever. Like there's something around like your immediate situation, and you've kind of reflected about that. What was like not seen is seen now. There's a lot of self-reflection within what you want and what is best for you and your family and your situation. Maybe you don't have a family, but it's best for you and what is happening around you. And that is like what your past is. I feel like you've are a complete giver. I feel like you've done everything for everyone else, not yourself. And now like you kind of came to the conclusion that you kind of need to do something about that. And that's what your past situation kind of looks like. And that's kind of part of this catalyst, the radical changes, taking control, because it's like you finally are breaking free of like the people pleasing aspect of things. I also feel like there's a lot, not specifically within this recent past, but it is kind of linked, that there was a lot of things that happened in your past that you've bent towards. So I feel like there was a lot of conflict with people and you kind of just accepted defeat. I don't know if that feels true or rings true to you, but I feel like you've accepted defeat and just let them be right and took the high road. And for you, it's just like it didn't matter. But it's almost like at this point, like it's kind of rearing its head in the fact that you're, wow, like I've gone so far to keep doing this. I don't want to do it anymore. That's why I bring that up, because I think that's where this like moon card here is coming in, where there's a lot of reflection, a lot of shadow work. You are growing as a person internally, and that's like in the past. So now it's like you're coming to like your who you are as a person now. So let's go ahead and take a look at that present card. So we have 3 of pentacles in reverse, 3 of wands, and strength. Yeah, you've totally walked away from people pleasing and doing things for other people. I feel like there's a lot of freedom within that, which was like hard because this is unlike you. I feel like there's a lot of not drama, but I guess maybe some drama behind it. It feels like chaos. It feels like you had to be like very like true to yourself and strong about that, because other people were kind of like fighting, like they didn't like it, if that makes sense. And so they're like questioning you, and you had to be like, yeah, no, this is who I've always been. I just like don't want to be pushed around anymore, and I'm over it. And that's where that strength card is coming in, which is absolutely beautiful, by the way. With the 3 of Wands, it's like now there's an opportunity to move, and you're going to make the moves. And I feel like there's someone that's been by your side that is going to be coming doing this with you. Like you're not going to be alone. I feel like there's um though there it could be, like, you could be doing this on your own. This could be a massive change and shift, and maybe you're breaking up with people, a person. So, like, it does, place is where that makes the most sense in your life, but there is an energy of freedom and to move right now. Freedom to make decisions. You're making plans for the future, whereas before it was kind of just like you're just here kind of going by everyone else's lead. You're taking the lead now. And again, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, like you're not here for anyone else anymore. Like you're just, this is not a group project. I'm doing this for me. You know what I mean? This is a big shift. Again, radical changes, taking control. So a lot of things, like you are stepping into 2026 on the right foot. I feel like there's a lot of like negativity around that because there's a lot of pushback or a lot of people questioning, and then you're now questioning yourself. I want you to realize, like, everything happens for a reason. Like you are doing this because this feels right for you. It doesn't need to make sense for anyone else. It does not. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. Yes, Ace of Wands, that's beautiful. Judgment card. And the King of Wands. You have so much beauty coming into the future here, opportunity here. Something that is going. Let me rewind. So we have the Judgment card in the future here. I feel like this is for you. Specifically, like, are you ready for this next chapter? Because this next chapter is huge because you have really big changes happening. And so, like, you are going to be tested. You're going to be tested. Are you ready to receive? And I think that you'll pass with flying colors. I see the King of Wands energy, or sorry, Knight of Wands energy. Why did I say King? Did I say King? It's supposed to be Knight. Let me just, my brain. Knight of Wands energy. So there's something coming in pretty swiftly, especially a new beginning. The Ace of Swords being here, there is a new beginning. Something that's, I feel like this is like almost job related, and a change in scenery, because there's a lot of like learning new things coming along, and responsibility around that, and it's like a higher up level, if that makes any sense. So it's an upgrade. That's what it feels like. So it could be, take that anyway. Maybe you upgrade a person that you're dating, something like that. But there is an upgrade within this, and something that's really going to make you grow and expand your mind. And this is sparking your passion, something coming really quickly. This is going to pivot you to another level. And I think, like, if this is a job thing, like, you are going to be promoted. There's going to be some kind of promotion in that. Again, if this is a relationship, you're going to get a better version of whatever you had last time. But it's going to be a test before you get that. You're going to be tested, like, are you ready? And I want you to be like ready, like whatever that is. I want you to stand your ground because it's around the corner. If you are tested, just know that that's because it's that close, and the universe wants to make sure you're ready and learned your lessons from your past. Like, are you ready to close the door of the people pleasing? Are you ready to close the door from being pushed around and stuff? Because I feel like a lot of you guys were pushed around. I feel like you were an easy target because I think you had a lot of kindness within you. So, I mean, definitely keep that in mind, because again, we're entering 2026. You are already walking in super powerfully, but there is going to be a test. So keep that in mind and try to pass it, man, because I like this for you. This is like really good energy. So let's go ahead, get our last advice here from our guides. What is it that they want us to know? Protection, call back your power, cut the cold, soul retrieval. Absolutely. This is a reminder. Again, like, the people pleasing. This isn't like, this is your time to shine. This is about you. This is about no one else. You're bringing yourself first. You are controlling your own destiny, your own situation. Like I said, this isn't a group project anymore, guys. Like, back off. Like, you're done. Like, this is just about you. And, like, your inner circle, your family, like your immediate situation. It's not just you, it could be, but it just feels like you are now putting a boundary, and you have to step. And this is like what to reflect on. Call back your power, cut the cold, soul retrieval, bring your soul back. the moon being here, do the work, right? I think that there's something around you having that growth and just reflecting on that and reminding yourself so that you enter 2026 on the best foot possible, because at the end of the day, your guides want you to have everything that you've ever wanted and dreamed of, right? And it's all about raising the vibration and getting there, because we have to be aligned with that. We can't be in a low vibration if what we want is like high vibration. So keep that in mind. If this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you next one. Bye.